Hiya. Yeah, no problem. We'll stop filming. Yeah, it's just that you're getting very aggressive with me and I'm not sure why.
This is the story of how we were banned from filming and censored from creating content by MSC Cruises. We talk about their shocking hypocrisy and the reasons behind we were so abruptly stopped. But let's go back to the very beginning when we boarded the MSC World Europa cruise ship in the yacht club, the cruise line's sweet offering, and how things went very wrong very quickly.
Well guys, we were through security in just a matter of seconds. It was a little bit embarrassing actually. So when we entered the whole terminal building, it was quite busy, but we got taken straight to the yacht club desk where we quickly got processed, and then all of our baggage was taken to the very front of the queue in front of everybody else, which was a bit embarrassing. Everybody else was looking like, what are these people doing cutting in? But we weren't cutting in, they took it for us. Anyway, next we came into a lovely little MSC Yacht Club area, which is a little area. There's some snacks and things, there's Pringles and some champagne and some pastries and things, and it's a very comfortable area. And we've been checked in by the head butler. We've been given these little bands as well, which will give us access to our cabin as well as the yacht club area, and we can pay for things as well. And we've been given some literature and stuff. We printed out all of our tickets before we came. Hands down, the quickest, most seamless and friendly check-in I think we've done in any cruise, including the other ones where we went in suites. So all we've got to do now is go through our private line of security and get on the ship. And the ship looks huge, guys. Let's go, guys. Come on, come join us on board MSC World Europa.
Hola! This video is sponsored by Babbel. A few years back, we were planning on a cruise to Spain. The thought of immersing myself in a new culture really excited me, but then I realized I really need to learn Spanish to truly enjoy the experience. That's when I discovered Babbel. And let me tell you, it's been a real game changer. Babbel isn't just any language learning app, it's actually a companion that seamlessly fits into my daily routine. Whether I'm playing interactive games, flipping through their engaging magazine, Babbel caters to my learning pace. Listo para aprender algo nuevo. Ready to learn something new? With Babbel, not only did I prepare for my trip, but I also gained the confidence to hold conversations with locals. It's not just about learning the language, it's about understanding the culture and connecting on a deeper level. Babbel is scientifically proven to help you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Let's plan that trip, explore new cultures, and unlock endless possibilities with Babbel. Click the link in the description section below or scan the QR code here to get 60% off your subscription. I want to hear from you. Which language would you like to learn and why? Drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, David, we've got a free drink. Cheers.
Cheers. Guys, this is really nice. What a nice way to be welcomed into the yacht club and start. Impressed so far.
Yeah, guys, as far as suites go, we've now done Royal Caribbean, we've done Norwegian, and this is MSC. This has been the best boarding and introduction that we've ever had on any of the other cruise lines that we've just mentioned. Wow, it's beautiful. Cheers, guys. I'm impressed so far, but we'll reserve judgment. So, guys, we've been sat down about 10 minutes now, which is really lovely. We've got to meet lots of the different crew. Everybody's going around explaining exactly how everything works in the yacht club. Now, this is something that we had problems with both on Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, where we weren't sure what was included, what wasn't included, what we had to do, but we have just been explained everything, how the yacht club works in general. So all of these different areas. The private yacht club is from deck 15 all the way up to deck 22 in the front half of the ship, and as we said, you've got to use your pass to get into these areas. Now we're on deck 19 now in the lounge. As I said, we're going to show you around, but she was just explaining to us how the dining works, that we don't have to book as well. So on Royal Caribbean we had to book when we wanted to eat in the evenings. On here you don't. And there's not only one dining area for the yacht club guests. You've got the yacht club restaurant here at the front, but at the back of the ship on deck 17 you've also got Le Brassiere, sorry, butchering the French language, and that's another restaurant which is just for yacht club people, which is awesome as well. So we're going to book and eat there for sure and try all of the food. The menu looked great. She showed us the menu and it looks really fantastic. We also got to pick a bottle of liquor as well for our room and minibar, so we chose the gin. There was like a little list of stuff including champagne, which is really fantastic as well. They also explained how we can go to the theatre without a reservation. We can make a reservation, but if we don't want to, we just turn up 15 minutes before at the concierge desk here in the yacht club and they'll take us down. We of being escorted everywhere, guys. I haven't seen this level of service on any of those other cruise lines yet. This feels a lot different already. Now we also get access to things like the thermal spa, which I had no idea about, so you don't get that on Norwegian or Royal Caribbean. Colour me impressed, guys. I really wasn't expecting this whatsoever. I am very, very impressed. As part of the yacht club as well, everybody gets the premium drinks package, so we get drinks up to the value of €14. It's really, really fantastic, guys. I'm really super impressed, I have to say. This is pretty an amazing start. We were also explained what bars you can use the drinks at and where you can't use the drinks. We were also thoroughly explained the role of the butler as well. So now I feel really confident with the yacht club already, because this is our first time, guys, so I feel very confident. And what I did like, which we saw on other cruise lines, no upsell at all for any other specialty restaurants or anything like that. It's very much left for us to ask, and we were always asked at the end, you got any questions about anything, guys? Can I explain anything more? Brilliant. Anyway, we're going to head to our cabin now, so let's go show you around, shall we? So within the yacht club, you also have your own elevator just within the yacht club, so decks 15 to 22, which is pretty cool as well, guys. Now this won't take you to the public areas, you'll have to walk forward to that, but that's very cool. Right, go find our cabin. It's very fancy. The ship still smells new as well. If you didn't watch last week's video, well, when we were getting on board and checking everything out for the first time, go back and watch that. So that's last week's video, because it's our first time on MSC in 3 years.
Well, this is our cabin. Welcome to our yacht club suite on the World Europa. So suite 15002, that is our cabin number. So should we start at the beginning? It's always a good place to start. As soon as you walk in, you pop your card in here to get all the electricity working in your room. And for some reason I did try to pop a dummy card in here and it didn't work. You do need your actual MSC card. And then above that we have a little panel, which is always very interesting. It controls the lighting. You've got different modes here. And then you can also control the temperature, and this is where you do your do not disturb sign. So your make up my room, do not disturb, and then there's like a baggage sign. I'm not really sure what that is. Do you have any ideas, Ben?
No idea. You can also control the lighting modes on there as well. So it is very, very cool indeed. Very a la Icon of the Seas as of last week that we did.
Yeah, quite a lot of cruise lines do this now. Virgin's very similar. Things like cruise lines like that all have that touchpad thing. And then on the left here is a gigantor wardrobe, a closet. This is huge, and it's not the only one. There's another one in the room which we'll show you in a second, but this is huge. Lots of hanging space. It's quite a tall wardrobe as well, so if you've got long dresses and things. Oh, we've also got these, look.
Oh, where's he gone? Where have you gone, David?
Cheeky little slippers, there you go. They'll be coming home with us as Christmas gifts for the family. And then there's also this as well.
Oh, it's a shoe kit. Don't get any ideas, guys.
I thought as if you've been naughty, you could just, you know, give it a little whack. No, it's a shoe kit, so there's a shoe bag, a shoe horn, and things like that. So it's all kind of very like, posh, isn't it? I don't know if I'll need this to put my Crocs on, but you know, we've got the option. Nice big full-length mirror just next to the bathroom. My gosh, robes. So we've got robes and slippers. And the bathroom is big, it is huge. It's, I won't say it's as big as like a suite bathroom on other cruise lines, but it's very spacious. Huge shower area. There isn't a bath in this cabin, but we've got a rainfall shower and a handheld shower. Obviously you've got your toilet, big mirror space. It's a really decent sized bathroom, and also lots of storage under the sink as well. And then there's also a clothes dryer in the shower.
So you've got some products in there, the MSC Med products, soap and lotion, and you've got shampoo and shower gel, but no conditioner, David, which is a bit disappointing. I would expect them to maybe collaborate with a brand, maybe like L'Occitane or something like all of the other cruise lines do, but surprised not to see conditioner. I'm going to actually have to go and buy some because I didn't bring any. Silly me.
Yeah, the products are not branded. They're just your basic mystery shampoo. So for a suite and stuff like that, you do usually see that on other cruise lines, like Ben said, L'Occitane, Elms, all them ones. So there's nothing on here. Shall I do a sniff test though, Ben?
Oh yeah, it does smell nice. I mean, I've already washed my hands in there. I'm a good boy with washing my hands.
It just smells like the whole ship. All the ship smells the same, which is a nice smell. It's the Med smell.
It is lovely, to be fair.
And we'll do the towel test as well.
David, the towels have got little logos on them. They're very fancy.
The family are going to get so many Christmas gifts later this year from MSC Cruises.
No, we are not stealing them, David.
I would give these These are 3 out of 5. They're a little bit scratchy, but they're not like dirty dish rags like we've seen on some cruise lines, Royal Caribbean. Right, let's continue the room tour, shall we? Okay, so coming into the main room, it's really wide. It is really nice. I like the decor. It's very muted. First impressions is it's lovely and wide. I like it. And it's not as impressive as the suites on Royal or Norwegian, but it looks really nice and comfortable.
Yeah, to me it looks more like maybe a junior suite or just a normal balcony cabin that's about double the width.
Yeah.
So yeah, not exactly suite quality like you get on the other cruise lines, but wait until you hear the price later on, guys, because it is considerably cheaper, and there are even cabins that are smaller than this. This is the main cabin for the yacht club. There are bigger cabins as well, like duplex suites, but this is the main cabin, and to be fair, it's more than adequate, isn't it, David? It's lovely.
Yeah, it's a great cabin. That's not a complaint, that's just a comparison.
Yes.
And also wait until you hear what's included, because that's where things get interesting as well, and that's where this cabin sort of looks a little bit more appetizing. You've got a huge desk space, you've got a drawer here, you've even got a brush for your horse as well in there. There's bits and bobs in there, like little sewing kits, just little extra things that you don't get in the regular cabins.
You don't get them on any cruise that I've seen before. That's very thoughtful indeed.
Yeah, sewing kits, there's shower caps, there's a little ear things, all those sort of little bits and bobs. You've got a power outlet here, 2 USB and 2 US outlets, which is interesting, but you do have 2 European on this side, so US and European outlets. Huge mirror, another drawer here with your hairdryer. So if you're looking for the hairdryer, it's in here. And then we've got some like trinkets. What's this? A box of chocolate?
Oh, jeez. If they were chocolates, they're broken now.
Oh my gosh, look how fancy that is. Even the remote has a little special remote holder.
Oh, it's got a home. The remote has a home.
It does. Remote for the huge TV. Menu here for the room service, which is all included as well. It's not a massive menu, but it's, you know, it's a good sized menu. And then we've got some, are these soaps?
No, they're
they're
rocks.
glued down. It's a little bit odd, isn't it? Shoo! Bless you.
Sorry.
That looks a little bit tacky, doesn't it? I'm not sure I like that. Let's see what's under here. We've got a safe in here, some more drawers, and then it's like a drawer safe, which is quite big actually.
That is big, yeah. I don't know if it'll
get...
No, it's not going to get my laptop in there, but it is quite big.
Yeah, it's quite big. It's a lot bigger than we've seen on other cruise lines. And then in this one, oh, I like this. These are more treats. So we've got a little sort of tray here. But look, we have nuts, Ben, some mixed nuts, some Pringles. There's the tea and the coffee for the coffee machine, which we'll show you in a second. But these are included. Yeah. So all of these, you can use these once, these don't get refilled, but these are actually included, which is a lovely little perk. And then we've got all glasses here and an ice bucket, so you can request ice every day if you want as well.
How fancy, David.
But I know, it's how lovely is that? And look, soft close.
That didn't sound soft to me. I heard a good jiggle there, David.
It's got a soft close, but the glasses are going to smash if you whack it, aren't they? You might have noticed here we have 4 bottles of water, large bottles of premium water as well. The Frizzenti Sparkling Galenti Verdenti water from Italy.
Lovely. So 2 sparkling and 2 still waters.
So you get 2 of them each at the beginning of the cruise, large. But you also get a full mini fridge that is stocked and included, and we'll restock it throughout the cruise as well.
With whatever you want. The Toblerone there, the chocolate bar, that's just a one-off. You get that once. But guys, the water, the soft drinks, the beer, the mixes, and everything like that. As you saw earlier on, we ordered our bottle of gin. Mainline, non-luxury cruise ship, and that's fabulous. That really does mean a lot.
That is amazing, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say, dear Norwegian Cruise Line and Royal Caribbean, this is what should be included in a premium suite, and this is a lot cheaper than your product. So that's what I was saying about the amenities that are included, because that is a fantastic perk. Just have water, guys. Water in your room, so nice. And then, as we mentioned earlier, you have an espresso machine as well, which is an espresso machine that gets refilled every day with the pods. So great amenities so far. I can't really say anything else, but that's just fantastic. I already mentioned the huge TV, and as I said earlier, there is a second wardrobe as well. This has a lot more shelf space in it, tons of shelves and drawers.
I mean, storage is not going to be a problem, is it, on the ship?
Then they've got extra pillows. Storage is not an issue, and also space as well. It is really wide.
It is.
I don't know if you can see how wide it is.
Do a bit of a dance, but David, I've got to admit I'm tired, I'm jet lagged because it's not been long since we got off Icon of the Seas. How lovely does that bed look?
It does. Oh, it's very comfortable.
Oh, nice.
It feels like a memory foam mattress actually. Yeah, really nice bed, lovely bedding. I love how it's sort of branded a little bit as well. It makes it feel a little bit extra special. Do you know, like compared to the regular cabins, you just kind of have that small touch of like, a little bit of touch of a reminder where you are. You're in yacht club.
It's really lovely. By the side of each bed, you've got 2 bedside cabinets with opening drawers, which is fabulous. Not the crappy little ones at the side. 2 lights, a reading light by each side, controls for your lights, and a USB plug on either side, which is fantastic. So you can charge those phones and things by your bed. I mean, it's 2024. This is a new ship as well. All ships should have that, shouldn't they?
Yes, they really should, but it is just USB. There isn't a power outlet on this side. Is there one on that side?
Nope, not one on that slide.
So if you do have any medical machines that you need to use on a night, that might be an issue for you. So like a CPAP machine or anything, because there isn't a power outlet near the bed. And then we've got 2 final areas to show you as well. There's more to see. Let's keep going, guys.
But like we said, this is not as fancy as some of the cabins we've stayed in, but
no, it's comfortable.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's very big. It's all we need. We don't care about the fancy cabins. We just want to show you this whole experience. But this is the little sofa area, isn't it, David?
Yet again, dear Royal Caribbean, this is how you present a fruit bowl. I know Norwegian did a really nice job of theirs, and do you know, just a little touch makes a big difference, doesn't it? Putting it in a bowl and not on a plate. But yeah, you get a fruit bowl when you on your first day of the cruise, and there's some exotic fruits in here as well. I mean,
starfruit and all sorts.
Exotic to me, they may be like normal to other people, but
what the heck is that?
Fella, looks like something snuck on the ship.
Let us know in the comment section what the heck that bloomin' fruit is, because I have got no idea. I know we've got a starfruit, David. Look at that starfruit. I haven't had one of those in years.
I wouldn't even know how to approach any of these fruits, honestly. Like, how do you even get into that?
With your mouth.
Nice sofa area as well. Does this convert into a sofa bed?
It does, yeah. I think it does, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Little sofa area. If I had one little feedback, it would have been nice to have like an extra little chair or a sort of comfortable sort of footstool or something to put your feet on, because there's plenty of space for it. So I didn't know why they had a little extra chair, because it kind of just feels like a bit of a big wasted space otherwise. I think this is a really lovely, comfortable cabin on the inside. I haven't really got any complaints so far from first impressions. We also did the finger test when we came in. And when we talk about that, it's checking the surfaces to see if they've dusted. Because if they haven't dusted the top of the surfaces, what else haven't they done? And we have to say it was spotless. We haven't found any sort of dirt or anything. It is completely spotless in here, which is really lovely to see.
It's immaculate. Anyway, last part now, David. Should we go outside and show the balcony?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so let's go on to the all-important balcony. Now, it's not the biggest in the world. It's long, but it's not deep. But it's quite a long spacious balcony. It's perfectly adequate for exactly what you need, is to have a look outside and relax and see the beautiful views.
I was going to say the beautiful views. It looks like we're going to get attacked by bloomin' goddamn pigeons and seagulls.
Seagulls, they're like hovering around the ship. I think they must know what time we depart, because they're getting ready to swarm. Yeah, the only criticism that we have here on this balcony is the furniture. The furniture looks a bit
cheap.
Yeah, I just for a bit of suite, it would have been nice to have like a nice padded chair or something, just something a little bit extra. Like I say, it's just just an observation. It's perfectly adequate, but it just would have been nice to have something a little bit nicer on this balcony.
But that's all we've got to complain about, so it's not much. We'll go back inside, David, and start unpacking and get this vacation started
before we get pecked to death.
Right, so we've unpacked. If you want some packing tips, guys, we've got an Amazon affiliate shop. Click the link in the description section below, where we've got things that we bring on every cruise. It's really handy, things like a portable fan and other things, but unpacking was really easy, lots of storage. We have made a reservation, so we are going to I can't pronounce it, guys. Basically, it's the other restaurant here for the yacht club. It's a brand new thing on MSC Europa, and it's at the back of the ship. Now, our butlers came to pick us up, so this is quite funny. So he's going to escort us to the restaurant, which they always do. So let's go.
We have came to the Brasserie, the Bra, and it's really nice in here. So it's usually a buffet during the day, and then they've kind of give it a zhuzh up on the night to become a sit-down restaurant. So far, really impressed. So first things first, the menu, it's huge. and it's kind of like shareable tapas bites. It's all family style. The starters are for 1 or 2, and then your main courses are to share. So we put our orders in for a couple of starters and 1 main course to share. But just to say as well, this is only for Yacht Club guests. It's not an extra charge, it is completely included, but you do have to be in Yacht Club to eat here. So it is really nice that you've actually got 2 evening restaurants to choose from, so you can mix it up a little bit. The main Yacht Club restaurant, you do not need a reservation, but this one, you do need a reservation. This light has aged you about 50 years, Ben, by the way.
Do I look really light?
You just look really like dark and shaded in area around your eyes, and then like pale white.
I'm gonna look up like this. Anyway, we've been brought a little pre-appetizer out, guys. I've taken a Lactaid because I see this meal's gonna have a lot of cheese in it. We've got some like Parmesan and some lovely little crispy bits as well, so let's have a try. I don't even know how to approach this.
This is my kind of food, just chunks of cheese.
Delicious. Just to say so far, the service has been spectacular. Very, very impressed indeed, guys. Lots of attention to detail, lots of talking and chatting. Just fabulous so far.
So I got the Buddha bowl. Now, I do have to admit, it looks a little bit like leftovers from the buffet. It's like a quinoa salad with avocado, some tomatoes, cilantro, nuts and seeds in there. Let's see what this is like. Shouldn't judge a book by its cover because it's actually incredibly tasty. It's kind of zesty and crunchy as well. There's like seeds that give it the crunch. A little bit of avocado though. So I'd say it's not the best dish on the menu, but it's okay. It's a nice little side dish. What I want to tuck into though is these crab cakes. That look impressive. You got 3 to share between us, but I'm going to have them all to myself. And it comes with like a mayonnaise on the top, a slice of cheese on the side, and a tomato sauce as well. Let's give it a go. Super flavourful. The sauce is tangy and creamy. Really nice flavour of the crab as well in the middle. Really great texture. I can't fault them at all. They're really tasty.
Well, I also went for 2 appetizers as well. First up, we've got the pork belly. It comes with a little side salady coleslaw bit on the side. Let's have a try. I'm excited about this, David. That's good belly right there. That pork did me proud. Very nice. Sticky, lovely and soft and tender, as well as crispy on the outsides. Sticky, sweet, yummy muck yum face. I'm going to finish all of this. I also had to treat myself, guys. I had to get a bit of mac and cheese. Baked mac and cheese. Let's have a little try. Well, paint me gold and call me an Oscar. That is absolutely delicious. Very creamy, very cheesy, a lovely crispy top as well. Oh my gosh, I want to come here every day, guys. I absolutely adore mac and cheese, and that is bloomin' wonderful. Very good start indeed. We are definitely going to be coming back here.
I think we've made a slight boo-boo with the ordering because we were trying to gauge the size of things, and the server said, oh, you know, the starters, the shareable, but it's like tapas size. So we're like, okay, cool. And we've ordered a flatbread, a mushroom truffle flatbread, and I was expecting it to be the size of like the ones on Norwegian Cruise Line, like this big, but it's came and it's a whole flatbread.
It's like a pizza.
It's like a pizza. At first I thought she was going table to table to offer it out. I didn't realise the whole thing was for us. How are we going to eat this, Ben? Like, how are we going to work our way through this?
Well, with our hands in our mouths. Go on there, David, get in there.
Oh gosh, shall I go in? It looks amazing though. I thought that it was going to be like this, like a small piece, like per person. I didn't realise we were going to get the whole blooming thing. That is incredible. Cheesy, creamy, the bread is super soft, it's got a crusty edge as well, perfectly cooked, really delicious, packed full of flavour, and it's like salty at the same time, which is really good.
This is just absolutely huge. Let's have a try. For the love of Pavarotti, David, that is absolutely freaking delicious, like genuinely delicious. It is massive though. That sauce on the top, I don't know what it is, but I want more of it forever.
It's like a garlic aioli.
I can't even talk. It's wonderful, guys. We're going to be full by the time we have our main course. Crazy days.
So our main has arrived, and after the debacle with the bread as the starter, this huge plate was brought towards us, and we were sort of bracing ourselves for it. But actually, the portion size isn't too bad. I would say it's the world's smallest chicken, but I'm happy with that. Thank the Lord. And it's tandoori chicken with some nuts in there. There's some onions, and also a poppadom on the side as well. I'm going to share this between us, so let's give it a go. We love Indian food. You know how much we love Indian food, guys. So let's see how an Italian cruise line does it. Oh my days. That is absolutely banging. The tandoori flavour is super delicious and strong. The right amount of spices, so it's a tiny bit of heat, but really, really flavourful. Delicious rice as well. That has to be a delicious Indian dish. Really good.
My trousers I don't think can take any more. They're at DEFCON 5. I'm going to burst and like knock somebody out with my button. Let's go have a little try, shall we? So this is an Indian style dish. And we love Indian food, guys, and this is no exception. It is absolutely delicious. The poppadoms are lovely and crispy. The chicken's super tender and very well seasoned indeed. And that rice as well with all of the onions and all the little fixins. Chef's kiss. So dessert has came. Not only has dessert came, but it's a show and dinner. Oh my gosh, we got the warm cookie with ice cream. Then our lovely server came over, drizzled some chocolate sauce over, and I'm in the front row. It was like being in the front row of the SeaWorld show with Shamu. I wanted to get wet, guys. I wanted that chocolate all over me. I don't mind. Splash it all over my face. And then, not only that, he hand grated several types of chocolate on top. White chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and then he had the pure audacity to drizzle even more chocolate over. Anyway, the proof's in the tasting, isn't it? Let's go get a bit of everything on my spoon. That is filthy. That is pure indulgence on a stick right there. Even though it isn't on a stick, it is absolutely delicious. Warm, gooey chocolate cookie, ice cream, all of the bits and bobs he put on top. Life complete, guys. That is really bloody damn impressive. I am blown away. I really am. I've got to say, I'm very surprised with how good this has been. Just fabulous. Anyway, back to me chocolate.
Incredible, guys. That was so good. I would say it was much better than any other dining we've done in any of the suite only areas. I'd say some of it was better than specialty dining on Royal Caribbean. I'm sorry, but it really, really was. That was an absolutely amazing meal. Every dish was fantastic, well presented and super, super tasty. And the crew were incredible. I don't know if there's been a change in crew, whether it's just because we're in Yacht Club or we've just had bad crew before, but they were so friendly, lovely, cracking jokes, smiling. It was a completely different experience to what we were expecting. Very surprised.
So we are back in the cabin, guys. Wow, what a first day. We've got our bottle of gin, which you get with the room as well, and we've just seen the sweetest thing ever. No, we don't have any towel animals, but by the side of each side of our bed, they've put a bottle of water and some little chocolates as well. I mean, how cute is that? That is so incredibly thoughtful. Now, we're going to head to bed now, but do not worry because we haven't tried anything yet. We haven't even showed you around the suite only areas yet. And we want to try all of the food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we want to do so much more stuff on the ship. So stay tuned and we'll see you tomorrow. We've just woke up. We're in Rome this morning and it's a bit rainy. We're not going to be getting off, but one thing we are going to be doing is going for some breakfast, so let's head off. But first, David's going to make me something because we've got it in our cabin.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to David's coffee shop here on the MSC Yacht Club. What can I get you this morning, sir?
Just a standard coffee, please.
Standard coffee, milk, sugar, sir?
Yes, can I have some milk and 1 sugar, please?
Okay, fabulous. I'll just be with you in one moment then. Decaffeinated. Oh, no, we don't like that rubbish.
David!
There we go.
David.
There we go.
Oh, look at this first class service, guys.
Oh, it's this customer. He's a terrible customer. He's a complainer, but he tips really, really well. There we go, sir. Your morning coffee. Sir, sorry, I forgot your milk.
Oh, thank you so much. Guys, we asked for some milk for our coffee and they brought us a whole blooming carton. They have been fantastic. Every time we request something, and we haven't requested much because we don't need much, guys. We've got everything we need. They are amazing. They changed all of our drinks in the fridge to the drinks that we like and we drink. They brought us milk and they are so quick about it as well. And every time we ring, they answer the phone. Some other cruise lines didn't do that, which is really, really annoying. But I'm going to try my coffee. Let me put down this huge milkness. Let's have a try. Oh, hip, hip, hooray. That's going to get me started for the morning. Enough talking. More drinking, and let's go for some what I like to call breakfast.
Oh, I forgot to mention that every day we get this little, how cute is this?
Little bag?
A little bag, and it has a newspaper in it as well. How cool is that?
But it's our British newspaper, the Daily Mail, which is so weird.
Unfortunately, it's the Daily Mail.
Because they don't really have anything else.
Or the Daily Fail, but it's the only English language paper they provided. But I think that is a lovely touch that you can actually get a full newspaper delivered to your cabin.
But how did they manage to get the actual newspaper?
So it's printed on the ship.
Is it?
So it's actually a special edition that's been printed on the ship, and it's been bound on the ship because it has our number printed on the actual newspaper.
Oh my God, that is amazing, right?
I've never ever seen that before. So it's just like a reprint of the newspaper.
David, are you hungry?
Yes, I am hungry and I'm ready for a Yacht Club breakfast. Can't wait. One great thing is that we can get a lift to it, and we have a private lift.
What,
an
elevator?
For our friends across the pond. So we can take this little teeny tiny elevator straight up to food.
And this only goes to the yacht club areas, doesn't it? So it's fabulous.
If you want to go anywhere else, you have to leave the confines of the yacht club to the other elevators. So we've came to the Top Sail restaurant, and this restaurant is only for yacht club guests, as it sits right at the top of the ship, and it gets awesome views from the off the bow of the ship as well. So you can see we're docked today, and we've got some beautiful sea views. It's a really nice restaurant. I particularly like how I like the views as well. And we've came for breakfast. We've already been offered a pastry from the pastry basket, and we've already popped our orders in.
Yeah, so this is really lovely. On first impressions, I would say that the dining room's a little bit bigger than the ones on Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line, so it feels a little bit more of a main dining room. But yeah, like David says, those windows are beautiful. Anyway, we put our orders in, like David said. Also put our orders in for some coffee. How fancy is this, guys? So I went for a latte with some soy milk. Let's have a little try, shall we? Again, we'll always say the coffee on MSC is just fabulous, and that is no different to any other one we've had. Very lovely. I love the little fancy glass that's came in. Also got fresh orange juice. Yes, and unlike bloomin' Norwegian Cruise Line in the Haven, which was a lot more expensive than this, that's real freshly squeezed orange juice. The one on there was the concentrate, which was horrible. We have to say Royal Caribbean did do the fresh orange juice as well, but it's a great start. For my bread selection, I went for something called pumpernickel bread. I've never heard of that before in my life, but let's have a little taste. That tastes really nice, but incredibly healthy. So I'm proud of myself, pat myself on the back. Also went for a cute little chocolate muffin. Yes, I'm gonna break in a breakfast dessert before we even start. I'm just gonna have a little bite, just for research purposes.
That muffin makes you look like a giant.
Baby muffin, nice and sweet and chocolatey. Can't wait for the food, I wanna see what it's like.
Ben, I wanna know, where's the breakfast cake?
The breakfast cake, I know. Well, we've ordered some desserts, but yeah, I'm disappointed. Italian Cruise Line with no breakfast cake. Get that from the buffet like you saw the other day.
So our first breakfast courses came, well, technically second after the pastries. I got the salmon selection. It's smoked salmon with some tomatoes, onions, capers, and cheese. That is really nice salmon. Really lovely smoky flavour as well. Good salmon. Thank you. And I also got some toast as well.
And I got mine, which is the Eggs Benedict, guys. I always get this on every cruise. Now, it looks really good apart from the tiny little piece of bacon. I mean, that's tiny, right? Anyway, let's have a little taste of it. Oh, it cuts very nicely, though. A nice little cut there. Very good indeed. I like how runny it is. It's a nice runny consistency. That is really delicious, guys. A very delicious flavour in there. Really nice hollandaise sauce. Really good eggs. The bacon just tastes really good as well. Very impressed. I also got a hash brown. That is thick. She is thick, guys. She's got a lovely wideness to her in triangular form as well, which we like. Let's have a little try.
Well, I could hear the crunch from all the way over here.
I would describe that as a meaty hash brown without any meat in it. Very crunchy, very oniony, very potatoey. I'm there for it. That is a bloomin' good hash brown, guys. I think that gets a 5 out of 5, this one. Very, very good indeed. Nice breakfast. I also got a side of yogurt and granola as well. It's very good as well. So it's breakfast dessert time. It's my favourite time of any day, guys. We've shared the waffles between us. Now, they do look a little bit blonde. So we got the waffles with some lovely cream, some berries, and some maple syrup as well. And there's orange zest all over them as well, which is very nice. Let's have a try. With that orange, I really think these might be simply the zest. Do you get it, Tina Turner? But yeah, really good actually. They might be light in colour, but they are very, very fluffy and incredibly light. I'm fulfilled and very happy. That and my coffee. Oh, life is good right now.
So I pimped my waffle up with some of the lovely jams that were also on the table as well. I was going to say bon voyage, guys. Bon voyage.
But it's going on a journey.
They are super light and fluffy. They're not dense at all, which is probably why they're so light. I actually really, really like them. I thought they were going to be a bit disappointing just from first look, but never judge a book by its cover. I think they're actually really delicious. Just look how light they are inside.
We're just going to go down to the lounge now, which is just one floor below. Ooh, all of these stairs light up, which is giving me a nice glow. If you're wondering what times the restaurants are open, they're open from 7 till 9:30 for breakfast, 12:30 till 2:30 for lunch, and 6:30 till 10 for dinner. This is all a private area as well, guys, so you've got key card access to get into any of these decks, like David said, and it is decorated really, really lovely. We're going to give you a full tour in just a bit as well of the whole area, just so you can get an idea of what it's like, but I really like it. All of these windows are beautiful. Yes, that lounge is lovely. Now we've came outside to the very front, just in front of the lounge. There's a little outdoor area with some lovely comfy seating. Now this is a smoker's area as well. I'm not sure if the whole thing is. I think half of it is. So the whole right hand side is a smoker's area. So if you are a smoker in the yacht club, this is where you can smoke. But yeah, this is very nice indeed, guys. Nice little outdoor area with some great views across the front of the ship.
You can also choose to have breakfast outside in the grill, which is up on the sun deck at the top. It's not so much like a buffet, it's actually like a served restaurant, and it looks really lovely. The food here is great as well, and it's lovely because you can eat outside, which we really do prefer. So now is a good time to take you around the yacht club area and give you a little tour around this lovely area. So each deck has your own private sort of lobby area with like some comfortable seats and things like that, and also it has a private lift and elevator that takes you between all the yacht club floors, so down to the cabins and up to the amenities on the top deck. Should we go take the lift upstairs, Ben?
Hiya. Yeah, no problem. We'll stop filming. So can I switch to my iPhone and film? Is that okay? No. So I can't take photos or video on my iPhone. So if I take a photo with my iPhone of David, my husband, I'm not allowed to do that. We're just going to go back to our room and sort of figure out what to do now, because obviously this is what we do on cruise ships, and we haven't done anything wrong at all. We've been very positive, in fact. Yeah, you don't need to follow us. That's fine. We can go back to our room ourselves. Yeah, it's just that you're getting very aggressive with me, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine. We're just a bit shocked. That's all. Oh, what a drama, David.
Oh, what a drama.
Guys, we're going to do this without being the whole compensation face, the whole dramatic, oh my gosh, we were thrown off a cruise ship. We don't want to be like that, guys, but something has happened, which is really unfortunate, and it's put an end to our trip here on MSC World Europa. So let's start from the beginning. So we've been filming for sort of 2 or 3 days now on our cruise, like we normally do. We're very careful with filming other people. We try not to get their faces in it, or if they are in it, they're going to be far away, so you can't make them out. We don't focus on other people basically without asking them. Had no problems filming over the last couple of days. Weirdly this morning something changed. We don't know what happened, but we kept having lots of managers walk up to us in the yacht club.
Yeah, so it started off with a couple of managers, I was assuming managers, people in the suits basically, coming up but really casually asking us, oh hi, what type of camera do you have? And we stood talking to them for ages. Another guy was chatting to me about drones, really lovely, like and then the concierge asked, this was the third person, said, oh hi, I heard you got a YouTube channel, what's your YouTube channel, because I can Google it and things. So basically a couple of people started to ask us about filming and about our channel.
Yeah, then I walked into the lounge just to grab a coffee. I was going to grab a coffee, then the manager in there came and asked me what my YouTube channel was. He was looking at all of our videos. Then another manager, guys, I had a bit of PTSD, I've got to admit. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we got shouted at on MSC in the past on the Virtuoso, on a trip we were actually invited on, and a trip that we were filming for the BBC with as well, a television program. So MSC, we were there with them and we got screamed at then as well, which was the whole reason we haven't been on MSC for a few years. So at this point, guys, I've got to admit, alarm bells did start ringing, just because it was person after person were asking us about our channel. And then we went upstairs to start filming our little tour of the yacht club, because we want to bring that to you. It's a new it's a new experience for us. Stay tuned, because we're still going to give you our review and you're going to be really shocked at it as well. We were not out to make a negative video or anything like that. You know us, guys, we will say if it's good, we will say if it's bad. We were just filming the top deck. We were immediately told to stop filming. Stop filming. You're not allowed to film. And we were like, oh, okay. So we just waited a few seconds. We were really polite. We were just more shocked than anything. And then one of the butlers came and we were like, so we're not allowed to film anything? And he was like, no. I said, well, we're not getting anybody in the pictures or anything. Nope, you're not allowed to film. Yeah. Are we allowed to film ourselves? Nope, you can't film yourselves. Are we allowed to take photographs just like everybody else on the cruises? Remember, we're paying passengers, guys. We've been doing this for a long time, 7 years now. Never had any problem, any complaints, anything like that. We are very, very discreet. We need to make that very clear. We are not those vloggers who are in your face going, hi guys, welcome. We're not like that. We find a quiet part somewhere where there's nobody in there and we try to merge in. This is why it's happened on the 3rd or 4th day, because we've been filming constantly and we've had no issue with anybody, because we do go under the radar. We are very discreet.
Yeah, actually it was funny because somebody who worked on the concierge said, "Oh, welcome on board." And I said, "Oh, we've been on for 4 days." And he said, "Oh, really? We've not seen you."
Yeah,
because we're very
discreet.
discreet.
Yeah.
We tend to go for meals either first thing or really late, so we don't get in the way.
We request tables further away from people, and if we are sat next to somebody, guys, you've watched our vlogs for a long time, we won't talk because we absolutely do not want to disturb anybody else on the cruise. That is of the utmost importance. If we have a table next to us, we'll do a voiceover after we leave the restaurant, just because, first of all, it's embarrassing for us, guys, because this is an embarrassing thing. We're talking to a camera. It's a bit unnatural, even though we became used to it and we love talking to you guys. We don't want to disturb anybody. It's our most important thing. So we haven't done anything like that. So anybody in the comments saying, blah, 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 you're disturbing other, we're not. We'll put a stop to that right now. So I questioned this guy. We were being very polite. I was still a bit shocked. I mean, I've got to admit, I was a little bit like, well, so why can't we do it? We're not allowed to take a photograph. Everybody else is taking photographs and videos and things. We're no different to anybody else. And it's clearly clicked to us, guys. They started getting really funny with us at this point. So we've just literally came down to our cabin to basically hide. We're expecting a knock on the door anytime soon for them to tell us off, because we were pretty sure.
We just said, okay, and then came back.
We were very polite.
Yeah.
So basically we've been censored. Obviously they've seen that we produced negative content on MSC before, and they've just completely stopped us from filming because they obviously don't want us to put out any more episodes that could damage their brand. Now, of course, this is private property. They have every right to do that, but every single other vlogger has absolutely no problems, especially the ones who are positive. We've never experienced this on any other cruise ship because we find that cruise ships like the feedback. They like to see what's wrong. Most of the time they do fix them. And here's the kicker, guys. We've had a bloody great time.
I know. The irony is that so far the video that we've been filming is overwhelmingly positive.
We've been overwhelmingly positive. It's not, you probably would think we're being paid to do this. It's that positive. Our experience, you saw last week's video as well. It was really positive overall, guys. We had a change of heart about MSC.
Few negatives, but mostly positive. Go back and watch that video. It was very sort of mixed bag, really. We've said things have improved, and that we gave a couple of 5s out of 5s in there as well. A couple of 2s out of 5s, but go and watch that video, and we gave it a really honest, positive, but balanced review.
Yeah.
And like I say, the irony is this experience that we were actually just filming for has been an overwhelmingly positive experience, and it's just such a shame.
So the person who told us was rude. It was quite brash, guys, and it was a very change of tone compared to what we've been used to over the last few days. It was quite rude, and you don't speak to a passenger like that, basically, and we haven't done anything wrong whatsoever. And like we've said, the kicker is we're going to give you our full review in just a few minutes, so do stay tuned for that, because we still want to review it, because we paid a lot of money to come on here. It was £4,500. We'll pop that below, and exactly how much it was in dollars as well. So it was very expensive. It's an expensive cruise, and we feel very disappointed because we don't like to be censored. We don't want to not tell you the truth, guys. As we said, we keep everything way above board. We're super professional when we film, but we've been censored. We've been blocked from filming. They've told us no, we can't do this at all anymore. So basically we've got no choice. We're in Rome today. We're going to get off. We've just booked flights home. There's absolutely no point in us staying on board. Remember, we're not here for vacation, guys. We're here to review a product and to showcase it for you guys. So don't be like, oh, we should just stay, but no, because they were really funny guys. Like, I'm shaking now. We've sat down and calmed down for 5 minutes, but it does hurt because we're here to produce really honest and happy content. We're not here to be that YouTuber who's like, oh my God, I got banned. Like I said, that's not what it's about. We're trying to stay calm, level-headed, trying to figure this out, but it's such a shame we've been stopped from filming. We are not allowed to film on this ship anymore. We've been fully censored here. So going forward, can we recommend MSC? Absolutely not. It is shady as hell. I mean, a company doing this is so shady. It's terrible for PR. We've got a big YouTube channel, guys, and we're going to talk about it. We're not going to be silenced through this. But yeah, it's such a shame, isn't it, David?
It is a shame, and when we come on to our review in a second, you'll realise why it's a shame, because we really wanted to share our experience. And as Ben said, we never came on to this cruise deliberately to make a terrible video.
But we haven't. You'll see.
We genuinely haven't. Yeah. We just wanted to try it again after the terrible experience we've had last time, and show you that sometimes one bad cruise might not actually be every single cruise.
So yeah, so guys, for us, this is the last ever time we go on MSC. We're not undergoing this again. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's freedom of bloody speech. We can give a review, and if they're so unconfident confident and so scared of us putting something out, they've had to block us. I mean, that's pretty pathetic. I mean, it's a free world. As I said, I know this is private property. We're completely aware of that, but everybody else is allowed to film. Everybody else is going around the ships with mobile phones. If we'd done that, guys, if we'd been just filming with our mobile phone, they wouldn't have said anything to us. Even though our camera's really small, it's the size of my hand, and we don't have any microphones on there or anything. Oh gosh, guys, what a turn of events, David.
What a turn of events, but oh well, right, that's fine. If they don't want us to film, like Ben said, there's nothing we can do. Just to reiterate, they haven't asked us to leave the ship. We're just leaving because
we're leaving,
it is pointless as being here. It is work. It's not a vacation for us.
I'd rather be at home and enjoy my own bed, to be honest, if I'm honest.
It's a lovely job we do, don't worry, don't deny it, but if we can't film on here, it's just a week of us not being able to do anything, so we are going to make our way home.
And it'll be uncomfortable it'll be very uncomfortable and awkward. That's the thing, guys. I mean, we're not spoiled brats here. We're not just throwing money away. It'll be very, very, it's already got very awkward, and we haven't said or done anything yet, so I can't imagine what it would be like for another 3 days. I think it'd be too much for me.
So let's actually talk about our experience before this happened, and we're going to completely keep that aside and just be completely honest about our experience up to this point. So not let that sour our experience before this.
So first up, let's review the cabin really quickly and give our normal score system out of 5. Now, the cabin's fantastic, guys. Yes, it doesn't look as posh or as dramatically glamorous as some of the other suites, but it's very, very functional. It's something we always say on MSC Cruises. Really lovely bed, great stuff all around. The bathroom, it's not our favourite. The fact that it doesn't have all of the posh products as well, that's one other thing. But apart from that, the mini bar, the coffee machine, unlimited water, room service, all of that stuff, absolutely fantastic. I've got to give it a 5 out of 5. Seriously, apart from a few tiny little things like the furniture on the balcony not being really good, it doesn't affect your vacation at all. And for the price you're paying for a suite on this cruise ship compared to other cruise lines, it's a bargain.
So next, crew in the yacht club, obviously taking what happened today out of the equation, absolutely lovely. They have all gone above and beyond, and I must say it's probably the best service we've had in a suite experience, comparing this to Norwegian and Royal Caribbean. Honestly, I can't say a bad word about the crew. Anything we wanted, they got us it. Service, fantastic in the restaurants, smiley, friendly and chatty as well. So a big 5 out of 5 for the crew.
I'm so sorry this has happened, guys. It feels very surreal still marking this, because we haven't even showed you half of what we wanted to show, which is such a bloomin' shame. Anyway, we're going to talk about the ship within a ship concept. So just the yacht club areas. We reviewed the ship last week, but this is the private areas. Again, fantastic. Compared to all of the other cruise lines, a really nice lounge with lots of snacks and things and really good service. A really nice restaurant. And then you've got that beautiful outdoor area with another little restaurant out there as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Again, 5 out of 5. This is such the shame, guys. We're giving them an amazing review and they've shut us down because they've just presumed we're going to come in here and give them a bad review. But it's been fabulous. It's been so much better than Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, and for a less price as well. So not only is it better, not just for price, it's a better product, we think. But hey, there we go, another 5 out of 5.
So next, let's talk about the food in the yacht club area as well. The restaurant at the back, the brasserie, yeah. The brasserie, absolutely amazing. That was better than speciality on the other cruise lines. The yacht club restaurant, dinner is on par with main dining room on the other cruise lines. Unfortunately, that is the real weak point of this cruise. We actually, I know we didn't film us talking, but we have tried it a few times. You can see some shots here of our meal the other night. It was not very good. Breakfast is fine, and we do like the outside deck as well, the grill. That's a lovely area. So we're going to give the food a 3 out of 5, just because that yacht club restaurant really does let it down.
Yeah, a few other things that we really liked is the live music as well in the lounge. So they had a singer and a piano player, which was fantastic. We've not seen that in any other lounge. It's really fantastic. So overall, we're going to give it an overall score. So we're going to call this value for money. So this is like our overall thing. Fantastic value for money, guys. It really is. Don't let what's happened to us put you off, because we're not here to say that. We're not here to say, oh, go and ban MSC and go and tell them that they're horrible for banning us. If you want to do that, do that. But that's not what we're here for, guys. We have no ulterior motives here. We genuinely don't. We try to be as honest as possible. But for value for money, again, 5 out of 5, because it just knocks the socks off any other big cruise line for the price that you're paying. We paid almost double for Norwegian and almost double for Royal Caribbean. So the value for money is just spectacular. Anyway, that's all we're going to do now. We're going to go back to our normal vlog now, where we're going to show you getting us off the ship and stuff like that. I don't know how it's going to work. Are we going to have to call somebody, or are we just going to walk off with our bags and say we're not not coming back because we've never had to do this, but there's not a chance in hell I'm staying on board, guys. I mean, it's just not going to happen. It's so awkward now. I'm scared to leave our cabin. But yeah, let's start packing, David. We've only got 6 hours till our flight, so we better get moving. Oh, so David, we're packing. This is unexpected, isn't it?
It is unexpected, although slightly not actually. We always did worry that they'd be a little bit funny with us, but actually it was day 4, so we were like, oh, maybe they're actually fine with us, but apparently not. I think we said in our last video, MSC is fine until things go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And it's usually customer services and management, which in this case it was management, where you start to get problems, and that is what's happened to us, and that's what a lot of the complaints are about as well. And it's a shame as well because we were just saying before this, we might actually come on MSC again, Yacht Club, would only do Yacht Club in the future, but we were thinking, oh, let's go on the World America, and it's opened up another cruise line for us again, but it's a shame because we can't film it, so we won't be coming back on MSC again, but don't let that stop you at coming on for your vacation.
Guys, you want to know the funny thing is, we received an email about 5 or 6 weeks ago inviting us on an MSC cruise into the Yacht Club by MSC themselves. Obviously, we didn't take it. We said no because we want to do this independently, and we can't give you an honest review if we're being kind of paid to go on the cruise. It's not as honest. We still always try to be as honest as possible, but it's just not the same. You know it isn't. We'd be lying if we said otherwise, but we always tell the truth anyway, but you know what I mean, guys. When you haven't paid for it, you don't get the value for money thing. But they invited us on board. Here's the email here. You can see it from them. I've blurred out the woman's name who invited us on board, but we were invited on board, so it's very strange indeed. Is it because we turned it down? We don't know. Very odd. We are all packed and we have a flight booked for 3 hours time, guys. It's cost us a fortune, but we'd rather pay than stay on here. Just to reiterate again, we were told we can't take any photos or video, even on our iPhones. I'm not sure if I made that really clear earlier on, but I just wanted to make that really clear. We can't even take photos on our iPhone anymore, which is a bit of a sucky. We've seen loads of people who look like influencers with big cameras and tripods and much big equipment than us. They're all wandering around doing their thing, obviously not being told off. So we've definitely been aimed at here. This is a conscious move by MSC to sort of blanket us from saying anything about their cruise line, which is hilarious because as you saw, it was positive. Anyway, we're packing up. We're just going to call now to say we're leaving. We paid our bill and then we are off ski. So that's it, guys. We're off. They weren't going to let us off there for a while. They made us wait ages to do some sort of immigration form, even though this is an EU cruise, so we haven't left the EU. They were just being really funny about us leaving, and again, just reinforcing how we can't film and things like that. We were really nice and we were like, well, we're just going, so we just left. So we waited ages for them to bring these forms down. It never happened. So we just left the ship. So I guess that's it. Goodbye, MSC World Europa. Bye-bye, MSC. We're never going on you again. Bloody hell, guys. It was a blooming positive review as well. How silly of MSC. Oh, well, what can you do, guys? We've just got to get on with life. And yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It really is a shame. But we're super lucky to be in this position. We really are. But it's that's crazy. Do not silence your customers. It's bad practice. Oh, guys, it's been a very long day. We're just pulling into Cambridge now. I think it's been about blooming 15 hours since we left the ship. Oh my gosh, the flight was absolutely fine from Rome. We got the flight to Gatwick, and now we've made our way via train to Cambridge, so we're almost home. So we'll sum things up when we get home. It might be tomorrow though, because it is 11 p.m.
Cambridge North, where this train terminates.
Right, so we'll see you soon. Thank you. So guys, we're home. It's been a few days actually, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, and it's a little bit chilly in the UK, so we're all snug and we're at home now. And we've had a couple of days to relax a little bit and get back into being at home and then just kind of think about what happened.
Yeah, we just wanted to clarify a few things because we know YouTube, guys, lots of people are going to come for us. They're going to be like, oh, well, YouTubers shouldn't be filming, but what the heck are you watching a YouTube video if that's the case? We did email the person who invited us on that free cruise, guys, so that's just so hypocritical that they were willing to invite us on a cruise to a yacht club, but then when we got on our own, we weren't allowed to film. So go figure with that. It really makes no sense. But they have replied to us. So let's see what they said. So basically, they came back and said that personal photos are permitted, which they told us that we weren't allowed to do when we were on board. And basically said that filming in any common area requires coordination with the onboard events team. Now, this isn't something that we've heard ever before. Just to make sure that all concerned parties are informed about ongoing filming. But we're not a TV crew, guys. We've got a tiny little camera that we go around and film. So it just makes no sense at all. They just said it's regrettable, but we've done it to safeguard the comfort of our guests. We know what's going on here, don't we, David? We're not stupid. We know that we've been purposely stopped from filming, from the build-up, from all of the questions we got, to being banned completely a few minutes later, because every YouTuber has to get people in the background. I mean, it's just not possible to make any type of travel video, cruise video without getting people in the background, which is just every video you watch, any television program you watch that's non-fiction on TV, they haven't got permission for every single person in the background. It's the only way we can make YouTube videos, and there would be no YouTube videos if everybody got banned from filming, which is a bit crazy, isn't it, David?
Yeah, it is. And we do everything we can to make sure we reduce the amount of people in the background. We'll never put a camera in someone's face without having permission from them. And like you said, we don't do it on purpose. We just try and, you know, avoid people as much as we can. But that also puts a big question mark over people taking photos and filming on cruise ships, particularly MSC cruise ships in the future. What's the difference between us putting a YouTube video up to somebody filming on their phone, putting it on a Facebook group, which can have hundreds and thousands of followers on the Facebook group? Like we said, they have the right to not let us film on the cruise ship, but then you have to have a blanket rule for everybody else as well.
Yeah, so be careful next time you're on an MSC cruise ship, guys, because we've searched YouTube. There's over 100,000 videos of YouTube videos on MSC Cruises, so all of those people weren't allowed to film and upload on YouTube officially, if that's the line they're going with. It just makes no sense at all. So they can safeguard guests when they're filming with us, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's clearly trying to quieten us down and stop us from filming, which is really unfortunate, really. We don't live in a nanny state to be controlled by people. This is really backwards, and it doesn't really surprise me from MSC at all. Come for us all you want in the comments. Some people will take great pleasure with this happening to us. I'm pretty sure they will do, because people do tend to be quite nasty, but please do support us, because we haven't done anything wrong here whatsoever, guys. We're just going about doing our normal things. If people are in the background, are usually blurred out because we do a close-up shot. It just is really unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah, as Ben said, this is just the times that we live in. Every single person has a camera in their pocket, usually a very good camera nowadays with mobile phones. So where does it end? From people putting Instagram reels up that go out to hundreds, even thousands of followers, you know, what is the difference? Where is the line? That's what we really want to know, isn't it?
Yeah. So they look all the more silly because of this, because it really is silly. We were giving them a great review. We said earlier on, could we recommend MSC? We said no, but guys, you're not going to be on there filming, so it's very different for you. So do we recommend the product? Yes, but when things go wrong at MSC, guys, it is an absolute disaster. It really is. And this really has been our worst cruise now, because we've never had to leave early, which absolutely sucks. Please do hit that subscribe button and the like button, because we will continue to create optimistic, fun, happy, but most importantly, honest bloomin' videos. We're not going to be invited on by MSC and being given a title name and told exactly what to do, because it's just fake. That's your money, and we should be able to give unbiased reviews so you can spend your money wisely.
And like you said, the best way you can support us is just watching these videos and subscribing.
But if you do want to help us a little bit more, you can join our Patreon gang as well. In return, you get things like extra behind the scenes videos, you get early access to all of our videos as well as ad-free videos, a monthly Zoom call, and much more. So I guess that's it till next time. Happy cruising!